Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm back for another video. And this time we're going to be talking about our t-shirt mini starter kit. T-shirt mini starter kit. So do me a favor, guys, as you jump on, drop that city and state, like the video, share the video. If you are seeing this for the first time, go ahead and type a number 1 in the comments. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And our job, our mission, because we attract so many people who are new to crafting, creating, and designing. We don't do a lot of designing, but people want to put stuff on apparel. They want to put stuff on shirts and jean jackets and hoodies and crew necks and things like that. Our job is to help people who want to get started, and to help people who are started keep going. Now, you may be one of those people who want to get started, but you just don't know how to get started. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. You don't know what t-shirt transfer process you want to use. You don't know what shirts you want to do. Maybe you can't design and you're saying, hey, you know what? I want to start a business or a side hustle and I'm just not that talented yet. Well, if that's you and you want to get started, we have ready to press transfers, different types of ready to press transfers on our website in our catalog right now that you guys can order, whether it's one or whether it's 101. We have a lot to choose from. So that's for the people who are wanting to get started but don't know what they want to do. If you guys are looking to start a t-shirt brand, if you guys are looking to start an apparel brand or apparel company, then we can actually help and assist with that as well, because we have access to transfers. So if you're looking for custom transfers, hit us up. We can help you there as well. Now, if you're already started, or if you're starting and stopping, and you're trying to say, man, you know what? It's kind of challenging. I got a 9 to 5. I got a family. I got things going on. It's very challenging. It's very difficult. Then for you, I say, let us help you. Let us help you to get your business to where you want it to be. Maybe it's outsourcing those items to us so we can do them for you and you still get paid while you're at work. Maybe it's something like that. Or let's say you want to change up, on what you're doing, the type of process that you're using. Well, what I would do, first of all, if you're brand new to making t-shirts, you're just getting introduced to this, then the first thing you want to do is you want to decide which t-shirt transfer process you want to use, which t-shirt making process you want to use. And I know that can probably be confusing because there's so many different processes out there. We have people on a regular basis giving us a call saying, hey, I want to get some transfers, and they don't know what type of transfers they want. Well, it's going to be important because the type of t-shirt matters per transfer, so on and so forth. So you can't use every t-shirt for every transfer in this instance. However, if you're the person that already knows what you want to do, then we can help you out too. But if you're just getting started and you don't know what to do or don't know where you want to go, you got to figure out which type of t-shirt transfer you want to use. Okay, that's going to be important. Let me see. I want to see if I can share this live to our Facebook group. So give me a second. I'm going to share this here, and I'm going to share it to a local group here in South Carolina. Okay, so we have a t-shirt mini starter kit, and the t-shirt mini starter kit basically consists of 6 t-shirts and 6 transfers. Now, all of those transfers, which are the images that you're going to put onto the t-shirt, all of those transfers are not the same. Okay, some of them are going to be different. We have a chenille patch in there. We have a screen print transfer. We're going to have a single color and full color screen print transfer. We're going to have sublimation transfers in there, and then the chenille patch or a sequin patch. But yeah, so we're gonna have 6 different t-shirts, 6 different options to make a t-shirt, and you can actually start your business from that mini kit. Believe it or not, you can start that business from your mini kit. If you have 6 t-shirts and you pay one price for 6 t-shirts and 6 transfers, you can actually start that process right there. Imagine paying one small price to get started with your supplies, and then you're selling your t-shirts for maybe $25 or $30. Okay, if you got 6 t-shirts, let's say you mess up one and you have 5 to sell and you sell them for $30, that's $150, right? So you got a little bit of investment to go ahead and get started. For those of you who want your own transfers, you have your own brand, or you have your own vision, then hit us up at info@theblankspot.com. Remove the www dot and replace it with info at the at symbol, theblankspot.com. Email us if you have a custom image or design that you want to do, and then we'll let you know what's required to get that done. Okay. So our website is theblankspot.com. You can go to the website. On the front page, scroll down to what's new. When you see what's new, you'll be able to see the t-shirt mini starter kit. Now we've had a lot of people getting these t-shirt mini kits, and it's crazy because I did not know that there were so many people that were still new to creation, crafting, and making t-shirts. So I'm going to talk about this, but I'm also going to go ahead and prep our boxes. So you get kind of like a 2-for-1. So the deal that you're getting today, when you watch us today, what you're getting is, if you are a business owner, and shout out to all my business owners out there, if you are a business owner and you're using some type of packaging, maybe you're using boxes, right? I'm going to show you a trick or a hack, and I never do hacks. The only time I use hacks is when for sublimation. The only time I use hacks is when I'm doing our packaging, okay? So here you see a regular cardboard box. Of course, you have to fold it to make it the box that you want, okay? This is the top of the box. This is the lid. And now today I'm going to be sublimating onto laminate. I'm going to be sublimating onto laminate. And then from the laminate, I'm going to put my sublimation image on there. Now notice that the box is white. Remember, sublimation has no white ink. Therefore, if I have an image that's white, it's just going to be better to have a white box, okay? But nevertheless, I got this white box. I'm going to put some laminate on there. Now, I know everybody's going to start asking, or some people are going to ask, where'd you get the laminate from? Where'd you get the laminate from? You can get the laminate from any craft store. Any craft store. You can get it online on the Big A. Y'all know the Big A. And this is the laminate. This is how we bought it. It comes on a roll. Okay. And I'm going to be pressing this. I already have the pre-cut. Sizes out. I measured my width and I measured my height. Okay. I measured my width and my height. And that's what I put the laminate. I'm going to put the laminate on here. Now, yes, I'm going to press this box underneath this heat press. I have it set up for sublimation. Okay. Now, I know some people going to come in. Tamara, I see you on here. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate that. But I know some other people are going to come on. They're going to be asking questions. I'm going solo dolo right now, so I may not be able to see all your questions. And also, if you're on TikTok Tallywhack, then you may get your question may get blocked. Okay, so I don't know. So don't get upset or offended if I don't respond to you right away. Plus, my back is going to be turned. However, this is a very simple concept. Everything does not need a class. I'm going to give you a brief once over and give you a brief tutorial. I'm going to do this 6 times. For anybody who's packaging, if you want to save some money on packaging, or if you want to create some cute little boxes for yourself and you want to just do this, right? Hey, Sheila, what's going on? You want to do this for yourself, for your own business. You can do this at a low cost. Okay. You can do this at a low cost. Very few times I share information as far as like where we get stuff from. These boxes come from Grainger. Okay. They come from Grainger. You can get these boxes probably from maybe any hobby store, but they may be a little bit more expensive. They're cost effective for us. Plus we got business credit. So that's a whole nother conversation. But these boxes are just regular cardboard boxes. This is an 11 by 17 inch box. So, hey, Pandora, thanks for jumping on. It's 11 by 17 inch box. So I've already measured my laminate. Remember, laminate is going to go on this box and then I'm going to sublimate it. Okay. So now, unlike fabrics, I do not have to pre-press this box. Also, the box will curl. Remember, it's paper. It's going to curl. But you just want to make sure that when you're done, you take the box and maybe sit something heavy on it so it can flatten it out. All right. All right, Lewis. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. She told me you said hi. I appreciate you, man. How you doing? So we are sublimating laminate to a box. I want y'all to hear me when I say this very clearly. We're not sublimating a box. We're sublimating laminate, and then on top of the laminate, we're going to sublimate, okay? So this is going to be for our t-shirt mini kits. If you guys are brand new to making t-shirts and you want to get started, now's the time, man. Now's the time. So when you purchase your laminate, and you measure it and you cut it, it's going to have two sides. Can you guys see that there's two sides? One side is dull right here, and one side is shiny. Guess what side I'm going to press on? Can anybody guess what side I'm pressing on? Can anybody guess what side I'm pressing on? Remember, guys, these are all teachable moments. What side am I pressing on? Yo, where y'all at? Anybody? The dull side? Somebody else said the dull side. Mrs. Nisi, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. Y'all didn't drop y'all city and state, man. Y'all play the game with me, okay? Play the game with me. Which side y'all think I'm pressing on? The dull side or the shiny side? Appreciate it. Everybody saying dull. Okay. I got Sheila over here saying shiny. I got Pandora saying shiny. So which one of you guys are right? Somebody else says shiny. So it's going to be the shiny side. Remember, we want to have a vibrant look. We want to have a vibrant look. And in order for this hack to work, in order for me to press this to, Louis, you're right, in order to press this laminate to the box and for our sublimation glossy side, thank you, to be the sublimation image to be shiny, then we're going to have to press on the shiny side. Now, I didn't cut this box. I didn't cut the laminate exactly. So I'm going to trim some of it off, okay? And you guys can do the same thing. I know, though, when I press it, if I press it first, I'm going to have some issues. So listen, how many of you guys out there are anal retentive? How many of you out there are perfectionists? Drop a number 2 in the comments. Eric, I am a perfectionist. How many of you out there are perfectionists? Let me know. Where are all my perfectionists at? Where are my perfectionists at? I got some perfectionists out there. Now listen, this is not going to be perfect. It can be great, but it won't be perfect. And once you get it on here, if you have 2 square sides, then you will be able to line it up. So I just want you to keep that in mind. So now, it's important that you don't bend the box, but it's also important that you know where the laminate is supposed to go, because where the laminate goes, that's where the sublimation transfer is going to go. Okay? So we're going to press this for about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds. I don't need to put anything on it. I don't need to worry about anything. I'm going to press it for about 10 seconds. Okay? We're not trying to burn it. 8 to 10 seconds. We're not trying to burn it. We're just trying to get it to stick. Okay? Can y'all see that? It's on there, right? Are y'all with me? Type of number 3 that if you're with me. Somebody says, Tim, I'm sublimating. So this needs to go down. Actually, it's at 385. 385 is cool. Needs to be 385. And I think somebody else was on here. Maybe I was doing something else. So we're going to go 385 degrees for 45 seconds, okay? 385 degrees for 45 seconds. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. 385 for 45 seconds. Now, you see there's going to be some edges on here. I can take my X-Acto knife and I can actually clean that up, okay? I'm not worried about that right now. So for all the perfectionists, we're not going to worry about that. All we're going to do is keep it moving. I'm going to show you just how easy and how quick this is and how fast it is, okay? So you probably say, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because we have created a t-shirt mini starter kit for everybody out there who's new to t-shirts. You don't have a lot of money to invest into a lot of products, but you say, I want to get started, but you don't know what you need to buy. Here we are, okay? Here we are. So there are some, I'm going to trim this up as well. I should have got the edges off, but the whole idea is to get this directly on the laminate, okay? And you may want to have a little overlap, but you don't want to have too much because remember, even though it's cardboard and we're doing sublimation, guys, it still will sub to the box. You have a dull color on that box, okay? So if you're just jumping on, this is the blank spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We've been getting a lot of traction on these mini kits. The mini kits, the mini starter kits, these are t-shirt mini starter kits. They're coming with 6 t-shirts and 6 transfers. You're going to get pressing instructions, okay? Now, we pick the transfers. You don't. If not, we be there all day, okay? We pick the transfers. You don't. But we're going to give you some great neutral type transfers, okay? And since we've been selling so many of these, I'm even thinking about throwing some different color shirts in here because right now we got black and white on here. But I'm thinking about doing some different colors on here. I don't know. Maybe I will. So the whole idea is I can trim a little bit more off, but it really ain't that serious. Okay. I'll be better on the next time. So now I do need to use tape. I do need to use heat tape because I want to make sure that my transfer doesn't shift. Let me ask y'all a question. Has anybody done this before? Nope, you don't need any powder for sublimation. Sublimation is straight ink dye. The process that you're talking about is DTF, so it's totally different. Breeze says yes. Hey, Breeze, what's going on? So we got one yes. Has anybody else done this before? Got another no? What am I doing? I'm creating boxes for our t-shirt mini starter kit. That's what I'm doing. And this is a rare time that you guys are going to see me actually sharing this because we don't do crafting, okay? But I thought this would be great content. I thought this would be great content for our page because we've been getting a lot of traction about this t-shirt mini kit, okay? So I thought this would be a good idea to share with you guys how this is done. Maybe you as a business owner have a product that you want to present to your customers in a box. However, you may be on a budget, or you may be like us, seeing every opportunity to save some money, okay? If you have an opportunity to save some money, I know if I do, I'm going to do it. 385 for 45 seconds. I have a little green cushion on here to kind of give me a little bit of leverage, okay? How many pieces of tape? It just depends on how much you feel comfortable with. I only did 4. But remember, I got it all the way off to the edge. So it is a full bleed. So I have it off to the edge. So I was able to put the tape on the top part of the box and the bottom part of the box. And I'll show you before I remove it, okay? I am better than amazing. How are you? So as you guys come on, if you haven't done so, drop that city and that state, please and thank you. Like the video, share the video. If you find this valuable, make sure you make a comment, let us know. Came out all right. I ain't mad at it. So that's how I taped it. I was able to tape it top and bottom, okay? So you don't know that I got something up my sleeve. I'm just going to go ahead and unveil it. And that's how we make our boxes for our t-shirt mini kits, mini starter kits. I'm going to tilt it some so you guys can see that it's shiny. Yep. So it is a full bleed on this part. So when I do the box, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. So it is a full bleed on this part. So full bleed to the top. Okay. So I'm going to show you exactly how this comes out. So I'm going to fold my box, right? And I know exactly what you're talking about, brother, because I do those shirts. You know, those 3D shirts, the full bleeds. And remember, I still got to trim the edge off, but I'm not really worried about that. So if you guys are just getting started making t-shirts and you got a question or a concern, hey, what do I do? How do I get started? What do I need to accomplish? It did ghost on me a little bit right there. Y'all see that? It ghosted a little bit. But I think I can live with that. I think the customers are going to be okay with that. It ghosted a little bit on the black part of the shirt. So I just need to put a little bit more pressure on there. So this is what we got. So when you receive your t-shirt mini starter kit, it's going to come in a box like this. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it, Charles. Great idea. We got it from somebody. This ain't nothing new under the sun. Does it add weight to the box when shipping? Great question. And yes. So when you do your shipping, when you do calculate your shipping, you definitely want to weigh the box. Okay. You definitely want to weigh the box. That's a great question. Every package that has weight, we weigh our packages before. So I would give this probably about 6 ounces. I think it feels like it's about 6 ounces. Okay. But yeah, that's a great question. I could take my X-Acto knife or I could take my scissors, whatever's easier for you. Scissors are pretty sharp and I got a little leverage to do this. And since I don't want to go over there, I'm a little lazy right now. X-Acto knife would have been a little bit more precise, but I got the edge off of there and I'll do the other side later on. But yeah, definitely, if you're going to use boxes, if you're going to use something other than a poly mailer, you definitely want to consider the weight. Okay. Let's say the t-shirt mini starter kit is going to be 2 pounds, which is 32 ounces. I want to make sure I add the extra 6 ounces. So it'll be 38 ounces. Okay. Maybe it'll be a little more. It's just an example. It may be a little bit more, but you want to add that weight when you actually put it into your product for your website. So when your customers, if you're using websites, for your customers to actually choose, so you don't have to get jacked on the shipping. Okay. So how many of you, you're welcome. How many of you are first time or thinking about getting started? How many thinking about getting started with a t-shirt business? Type a number 4 in the comments. Hey, I'm thinking about getting started, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do. Type a number 4 if you want to get started, but you just haven't yet. What my number 4 is at? I want to get started, but I just haven't yet. I got one. Mother Mo, thank you. Hoagie Swag just started. Okay. Trying to see because I got this gray shirt on. I should have had a black shirt on. Benji's Pet Supplies, number 4. Okay. So y'all thinking about getting started? Check this out. This t-shirt mini starter kit is going to be great for you. Sheila, it's going to be great for you. Lewis, it's going to be great for you. All you got to do is go to the website. Once again, the website is www.theblankspot.com. Once you're at the website, you're going to see scroll down to what's new, and then you're going to see the t-shirt mini starter kit. It comes with 6 t-shirts, and it comes with 6 transfers. In that, it's also going to come with pressing instructions. Now, like I said, the reason why I'm doing this, great content, great conversation piece, great engagement opportunity, but it's also a great opportunity to see where our customers are, because we attract a lot of people who are new to the business, whether it's sublimation, whether it's screen prints, whether it is rhinestones, whether it's DTF, whether it is chenille patches, whatever the case, right? It's a lot of people who are new. Let me see. Been doing it for a couple of years now. Do we do our own designing? Some of the stuff we do design, some of the stuff we outsource. I'm not sure where you are business-wise. But for us, it's more cost-effective for us to outsource our designs. We don't want to have a business selling transfers and selling other products. We do sublimation. So just so you guys know, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. So we don't have a lot of time to do a lot of different things. Hey, Nadia, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. So a lot of times we can do a lot of designing, but it's not time effective for us. And as you already may know, time is the most valuable asset that we have, right? Who agrees with that? Time is the most valuable asset that we have. I'm gonna go to my cutter and trim this thing. So drop that city and state. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you haven't done so, introduce yourself by dropping that city and state. I'm taking questions, guys. This is a rarity. We usually only do questions on Fridays. I'm showing you a sublimation hack to create your boxes for your packaging. If that's something that you want to do, it is possible. However, you're going to need a couple of things. One thing you're going to need is you're going to need a box. You're definitely going to need a box. Also, you will need some laminate. I got this set at 385, and I'm pressing the laminate down for about 8 to 10 seconds, okay? About 8 to 10 seconds. Let's see, got a comment. Never enough hours in a day for my business. Yeah, you know what? That's the cost of being a business owner. Let's see. Absolutely. Let me see. For the wide format printer that you press the fans on, what size and what brand? We're not answering those questions. We're talking about this right here. Let's see. Charleston, South Carolina. Let me see. Do you sell blank shirts? We do sell blank shirts. Go to the website. The website is theblankspot.com. And if you are new, you can definitely go to the info up top, the link in the description up top, and you can get that, okay? So we do sell blank t-shirts. That information is up top. Questions concerning what we are doing. Laminate. You're going to need laminate. The laminate that we purchased came on a roll. You rewatched last Friday's questions, answers. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. And once again, thanks for that gift that you gave us. This is the laminate. And we already identified that we're going to be pressing on the shiny side. So this box came out pretty good. I did get a little ghosting on the corner of the black. We can't have that. We can't have that. So I got to give it a little bit more pressure. Got to give it a little bit more pressure. Okay? A little bit more pressure. I want you guys to understand that we are a business. I think, and this is just my opinion, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I think that people on social media with their channels have made it kind of difficult for people who are actual business owners to just operate their business without sharing what type of equipment they got, where they got it from, who their vendors are, how much it costs. That's not how we helping you get started, y'all. Those are some things that you're going to have to do on your own. Truth be told, if we shared with some people, with some of you people out there, if we share with you how much we pay for some of our equipment, you guys would probably pass out, because that's what I was almost doing when I found out how much it costs. I almost passed out. My wife knew because she did the research, but I was almost passing out, man, because I'm like, that much for a printer, that much for a press? I don't even want it, but we needed it. So you gotta think about what is in your budget. What's in my budget or our budget may not be your budget. I know it may be easier. It may be easier. You may think it's easier just to ask somebody how much something costs and where you got it from, but you're going to appreciate it when you do your own research. I promise you. And if that ain't you, and if you don't want to appreciate it, then you're probably talking to the wrong person, and you're probably on the wrong platform. But if you're literally interested in getting started, you got to know there's going to be some legwork that you got to do. But yeah, some of these pages, some of these channels, especially on YouTube, because YouTube is like a how-to home, right? Some of these channels have kind of made it hard for people to just come on and kind of share their business. So I will answer questions about what I'm doing right now. Other than that, this is what we're rocking with. All right. So the t-shirt mini starter kit, that's what we're talking about. Anybody out there know what I'm talking about when I say, hey, a lot of these channels have made it kind of difficult for businesses to share their products, because everybody kind of seems to want to know if you're giving a class or if you're giving a free class or what are you giving away. I think this is a lot of knowledge, to be honest with you. I think this is a lot of information, especially for somebody who's never done this before. This is an opportunity to go ahead and do your own packaging, okay? To let you know that you can do this and it will make sense to you, because it's going to save you some money. I recommend you do it with white boxes. Because white boxes are going to give you the true sublimation outcome, okay? And like I said, I think it's going to make some great content when I go back and reshare this. I really do. It's just that end. I think I'm going to change this. I'm going to turn this around or slide it down some, because that end keeps ghosting. I think I'm missing it somehow. Still don't look bad, though. Don't look bad. I promise you, I'm not going to not ship this box. I'm going to ship it. All the contents are in it. It's going to be easy. So this is how you create a package for your items using a box, okay? Medium pressure. Now, I need to have a little bit. You usually can have medium pressure. I think, to be honest with you, I think it's this swing away, because the top of the swing away, it kind of pivots on me. So, excuse me, it may not be clamping directly down. That's a great question. Medium to firm pressure. You don't need to be too much, because it's just a box. But you also have to remember, with sublimation, it's a little different. Sublimation, the ink has to go somewhere. All right. Remember, the ink has to go somewhere. It's not like on a piece of fabric. The ink actually goes into the fabric, right? But when that ink starts to gas, it has to go somewhere. And if it doesn't have like a soft area to gas on, kind of like with metal, it may pop back. All right. So that's the second box. Once again, I think it came out pretty well. Something else I wanted to share with y'all while I got you on here. Who here is new to sublimation? Who here is new to sublimation? You can just type me or raise your hand or whatever. Who's new to sublimation? Okay. You don't seem like you're new, man. You got all the answers, Mr. Woods. You don't seem like you're that new. But if you're new to sublimation, one thing I want you to be mindful of with these transfers is that this is sublimation ink. This is ink dye, okay? This is ink dye on sublimation paper. You got to be careful for two things. Any type of moisture or any type of spray, meaning that if I talk and I constantly salivate, if I'm spitting when I'm talking and I have this transfer facing me, what's going to happen is it's going to wipe the ink off and it's going to leave white spots, okay? Likewise, if my fingers are moist, wet, or if they're oily, which a lot of our fingers are oily, and I press down on the transfer too much, it's going to take the ink off as well. So you want to be careful how you handle this transfer. All right. I just thought I want to throw that out there to you. You want to be careful how you handle the transfer. Okay. Anybody ever received? Anybody ever did sublimation? Anybody ever did sublimation? They saw that white spot on the transfer. I'm gonna show you something. Do I have an old transfer? I got one I don't want to use. Hold on. All right, so check this transfer out. It's all nice and black. Y'all see that? It's all nice and black and it's clean, it's smooth, right? Now, I'm gonna mishandle this transfer. It's just another little nugget. Guys, you can't see that. I'm gonna try to do it just a little bit more. Okay, I got a little bit of it off of there. I don't know if y'all can see. There's a little white spot right there behind the whisker. Y'all might not be able to see it, but there's a white spot right behind the whisker. That's my thumbprint. Hey, Doris, how you doing? That's my thumbprint, okay? Actually, I'm focused on YouTube and Facebook because TikTok is kind of wishy-washy. So, yeah. But I'm trying to show everybody at the same time. So, that's what it is, okay? It's a thumbprint, and that's the oil off my skin. Likewise, if I'm talking, and I know it may seem nasty, but people are talking and salivating. And then what happens is when it dries, or if you wipe it, trying to wipe it off, white spots. White spots. So you have to be careful when you're dealing with these transfers. Okay, you got to be careful when you deal with these transfers. A lot of people don't know that until they find out. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look when you find out the hard way, especially if you got some transfers, you needed to do it right then, but you handle them carelessly, and now all of a sudden you can't use them because of those white spots. Any questions about these boxes that I'm doing for our mini kits? Any questions about our mini kits? Any questions about the mini kit? So the t-shirt mini kit is going to consist of four cotton shirts and 2 sublimation shirts. Okay, 4 cotton shirts and 2 sublimation shirts. That means you're going to get 2 sublimation transfers, but you're also going to get a single color screen print transfer, a full color screen print transfer, actually a couple of screen prints, but you're going to get a full color. So 2 subs. Where am I at? I'm right anywhere. 2 subs, a full color, a single color, a rhinestone, and either a chenille patch or a sequin patch. That's what's going to come in here. All right. Let me see what else. I think that's it. So hopefully you guys got some value out of what I shared. Like I said, I got a little content that I can go back and share later on. But just so you guys know, the t-shirt mini kit is available right now. I did take it down 10%. So you can actually go ahead and get it. If you're just getting started and you want to go ahead with your purchase, go to the website. The website is theblankspot.com. Go to theblankspot.com, purchase your mini kit. You can go to the front page, scroll down to where it says new or what's new, and you can go ahead and get your mini kit, okay? It's going to help you out, I'm telling you. Comes with instructions as well. That's it. That's about it. So, other than that, I really can't stand TikTok, man. I just be on there because we got a lot of people on there. But other than that, like I always say, guys, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. Somebody was kind of being a anal on it just now. But when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We'll see everybody at the top of the next video because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.